We come to you in love and we bathe you in the vibrations of love and safety and peace. We listen to the descriptions from earlier and sense small vibrations of fear rising. And we offer you safety and peace to let you know that as well. And all is unfolding exactly as planned. Today we would like to talk to you about your heart. Your heart is a magnificent thing and more than you could possibly know. Outside of the cartoonish thoughts about the heart being romantic love, we say that it is the control room within you for your nervous system and your perceptions. The heart is wired to pick up on sensory information all around you, and it extends far beyond you and out into community, country, continent, world, and yes, even beyond into the vast unknown universal spaces. Your heart is plugged into the all, to the everything. As we talk about this today, notice any movement within your heart, as we will be making tiny adjustments as long as your higher self has agreed. And trust me, if you are here, your higher self has agreed. Your world is in chaotic times that have been predestined and that have been programmed for release of old, unbalanced, unequal structures. It is just time. It is just that the time has come to evolve out of consistent inequality and the agreement that you all have had up until this time for that inequality. Through your heart, through this vast nervous system that extends like many wires out from you, through you, to the vast experience of all that is around you, you will often pick up on the cries of others. And what we mean by that is that there are many people so afraid, so clutching onto, so holding tight what has been and has never served them and has never served the all, but feels like the only reality that is the truth. And as they clutch onto this, as they hold on for dear life, they emit so much fear that it reverberates off of other people, and the fear grows exponentially. Your practice moving forward will be to not believe that that fear that you pick up in your field, that sits in your nervous system and quite often can trigger your own trauma response, is yours. So do not believe that that is your fear. It is a deep practice to come back to a self that is quiet and still. But, as was said earlier, you are part of a vast whole. You are part of the entire planet, everything that exists on it, and the cosmos. It is all built into who you are, your body, your cellular structure, absolutely the DNA, and then your energy field. Fully plugged in all the time, all the time. We bring this up first to tell you that the fear that becomes a cloud of information, a thought cloud, an emotion cloud, and builds on itself through many people, is the loudest thing that you'll be hearing. It is not the millions and millions who experience and hold love. That is not the loudest thing that you will be hearing. But fear not, because the love actually overshadows and overwhelms that fear, as long as you know that that is the truth. And it is the truth. Your ability to return to your own center, bearing witness to what is going on around you, recognizing what is happening from as much neutrality as possible, is the saving grace of the whole entire planet. And we know you can do it. As we said earlier, millions, if not billions of people on this planet have risen up out of the lowest chakras of survival and ego, and have reconnected to this vast computer system in the heart center. And they are remembering quiet, safety, discernment, connection, compassion, and a true sense of self-love. This is the most powerful ammunition that you have against a world of fear, or we shall say what feels like a world of fear. We move energy through your hearts. Receive. As we say, we come in love to remind you of your great power, which is not one iota less than our great power. You are not less just because we have holistic information that you do not have. We have an overarching ability to see the big picture, but you, as human beings, have shut down that option eons ago. And so we bring you the story. We remind you of what's actually happening far out from the bits that you feel. And we remind you that you are that too. You truly are. And you can practice anytime you choose to expand your consciousness out to touch on other information that may not be in front of you. This can be information of things happening now, or it could be information from other dimensions that you might benefit from, or it could be information far out into the future for you to get a sense of what you may be looking forward to in the most beautiful way. And all you have to do is quiet your mind and body. Connect into this network within your heart and pose the question, where can my consciousness go? How far in the future can my consciousness reach? What other aspects of myself in other dimensions would be helpful to me now? And you can begin to travel. You can begin to see other realities, other truth, other realms of existence. This is a gift that is opening to you now that for most people on the planet was not available prior. But as you remember yourself to be the multidimensional beings that you are, the soul beings, the powerful beings who have chosen very specifically to move through this process on earth with everyone else, you can now begin to take command of your consciousness and send it out far to so many different areas. And what you see or learn may not feel real, but that is only because in this particular dimension, on this particular planet, it has not been real. But the options are almost limitless for what exists outside of this particular reality. You are so much more than your fear. You are so much more than discomfort. As you develop the skill of staying more and more connected to self and less connected to what you are being told by a media that's only purpose is to separate people, the more you stay connected to self, the more you move forward from a place of power. As we use the word power, we are clear that power will no longer look like power has looked up until now. It's not about who has more money, or who has more letters after their name, or who holds the title. That is a very ego-based power structure that in truth is based on little. So the power that we describe is the power that takes all of this vast network of information. So we'd like you to use your imagination now and see this complicated computer system that sits within your heart center. Wires everywhere, connected to networks, beyond networks, beyond networks. And harnessing what exists within that is true power. And everyone has access to this. There is not one person on the planet that does not have this access, even though you are meant to believe that no one does. This is an open system for everyone, because you are all, in essence, at the very end of the day, the same, all connected, all one. And your individual personalities, your individual experiences, your individual perceptions allow you to have individual experiences, which are very, very important. The more you move forward from a place of power, but in the end, a reconnection to this network of connections is the truth, is your place to rest, and will guide you forward like no other. We come to you in love today to remind you that you are not victims of this time on the planet. You have come to reignite and rev up the engines, start the car, put your foot on the accelerator, and show others how to do it. That you are not victims. The way to show others is, a sea of infinite possibilities. You may not be a teacher. You may not be a healer. You may not be a doctor or a nurse or a therapist. You may just be the person that other people see driving their own engines. What a gift. And as you do it, and as you meet others who are doing it, the days when you forget how to can be reminded by the others. You all become support systems for each other. We're bringing a tone into your heart. Listen. All you need to do to reconnect to this vast network is agree to it, decide to. The switch is waiting for you, and all it needs is your intention. The earth herself is going to be in such a better place, so much healthier, so much stronger, more vibrant, more alive. You will each awaken when the time is appropriate for you. Be gentle with the ups and the downs. Be gentle with the flow of movement, which will not be a straight line up. Be gentle with your humanity, because you are unlearning eons of imprisonment to come into this new phase. Feel our excitement as we welcome you.